So last week I asked the State Department about the possibility of U.S. weapons ending up in the hands of radical groups in Ukraine, and Matt Miller told me there are systems to track and monitor this.
We have important accountability mechanisms in place for U.S. arms and U.S. military assistance that we supply to Ukraine. We have strict oversight mechanisms that we've put in place, and we've seen no diversion of those arms at this point.
I just did a brief scroll through the Azov Battalion's Telegram channel, which is a neo-Nazi group within the Ukrainian military, and they weren't even really hiding it. I mean, there are high-resolution photos of U.S. manufactured, U.S. provided Max Pros, which are large armored personnel carriers. So my question is, how could this have snuck by our monitoring systems? And, is there a process for, now that we know they have them, to work with Ukraine and get them out of the hands of a radical group like Azov Battalion?
So I'm not going to comment on just a specific scenario like this one, because I've not seen the reporting that you're speaking of. So I will just reiterate again what Matt said, is that we have systems in place to ensure and track the appropriate use of our assets and the security equipment that we've provision to our Ukrainian partners. I will also just note that the people of Ukraine have also been clear about their desire for good governance and transparency, and that we've continued to see strong and decisive action from Ukraine's government and anti-corruption institutions. I'm not trying to imply that, I'm not trying to link this to the situation you described. I'm just saying broadly in the context of this conversation, that continues to be our point of view.
Could you share a specific on kind of how they're tracked and how they're monitored? Because this is, and I can show you after, it's straight from their social media page, like the Azov Battalion social media page. So
I'm sure our colleagues at the Department of Defense will be happy to walk you through the systems and procedures and protocols that they have in place for this. Go ahead, Alex.